I'm switching to Linux. Again. Wait, what do you mean, again? Well, 7 months ago, I tried Linux for the first time. But the hardware was a decade old and, yes, while it's still functional, it didn't see much use. So now that I was able to afford something better, I thought I'll give it another shot. But why? Why? Why would you even switch? If the computer came with Windows pre-installed, all you have to do is plug and play. Oh no. I am so sick and tired of Windows, you have no idea. Now if I were to tell you why, we'd be here all day, so let's just say that besides all of its anti-consumer practices and besides the fact that you have to spend hours weekly to update it, I hated Windows with a burning passion since I was a wee lad, and I didn't even knew there was an alternative. I just thought all technology was the same.
So is it any wonder people are afraid of technology?
Technology!
But now that I know better, let's see what this alternative is all about. So, again, just like the last time, I'll try Bazzite first, because it's the plug-and-play Steam normie user distro, and I don't want to tinker with the operating system. I don't want to think about it when I'm playing a game. I want to think about the game, and Bazzite is the go-to distro for that.
Linux gamers have been exploding in numbers recently, and the go-to distro right now appears to be Bazzite. Last month, the distro maintainers reported over 1 petabyte of ISO downloads, and it's actually up to 2 petabytes as of December 8th, and most of the traffic, according to their logs, is coming from Windows machines, indicating that a lot of Windows users are downloading Bazzite as their introduction to Linux.
Many people are also dropping Windows for Zorin OS Linux distro, because Microsoft no longer supports Windows 10.
Some of us just want a computer where we can just interact. We want it less bloated, and that's pretty much all it comes down to. So for instance, this is Zorin OS, and they've apparently said that 1 million downloads of this system had happened, and a lot of it came from the fact that Windows 10 is dead. For a lot of people, moving up to Windows 11 means either purchasing some new hardware, enabling a more bloated system, or really, at the end of the day, giving up more of their privacy than they're comfortable with, right?
Steam is also investing resources to make their new SteamOS and all of their current and upcoming products tailored specifically for Linux. It's like the planets themselves have aligned. 2026 marks the end of the Windows era and the beginning of the Linux era. Forget what the Chinese calendar says. This is the year of the penguin. So, full transparency, I've run into some hurdles, but that was to be expected, like with all things new. First one being that I didn't pay attention in the tutorial that I was watching and didn't disable Secure Boot. They take privacy and security way too seriously here on Linux. I was expecting that you had to opt in to confirm with your phone that you want to open the computer, not to be the default option that you have to tinker to opt out of. After disabling Secure Boot, I was able to opt out of two-factor authentication for turning on my PC. Crazy, right? The second hurdle I had was no developer support for an app that I just started using. I booted up Warframe and did some missions and remembered to open Aleka Frame. And after a little research, I figured out there's a way to make it work on Bazzite as well. But it's so difficult, it's like swimming against the stream. And my approach with Bazzite is that I want to go with the flow. So I'll just stop using the app. Even though it's incredibly convenient, it's not worth it returning to Windows just for that. As for my Windows setup, I'll keep it around just in case to help ease the transition, but the plan is, by the end of the year, to fully replace Windows. Everything that I use or plan to use is already Linux compatible, and now that a lot of people are making the switch, there will be a lot of guides and videos to fix any inconveniences that I may come across. And yeah, with all of us moving over to Linux, the app developers will eventually follow suit.